It's the last day of July.
The last day of July.
Wow.
Think about the first day of July. Now think about the last day of July. What a month it was.
That was like that TED talk about nothing. Have you ever seen it?
No.
Oh, it's pretty. It's like interesting. It's funny. And
You
then
just talked
you
about
watch it
nothing.
the second time. It's like, oh no, it's not.
That's funny. No, we've had a good month. We've been on university campus for 3 days. We have a piece of legislation imminently entering the tin for Wednesday's draw. That's an announcement. There you go, breaking news. And we were in court for about 9 hours. Well,
Oh my gosh.
we weren't in court for 9 hours.
We were at the court building.
We were in and out of the court for 9 hours because, let's just say they have an interesting process. Let's talk about that.
Can we substitute interesting for dysfunctional?
Yeah. Let's walk through the day. So
From the beginning.
we arrive at 8:30. We get told we need to be there at 9:15. We're punctual. 8:30. Grab a coffee, have a chat. We're feeling good. We're feeling good. From there, ensued the most ineffective, inefficient, bureaucratic, broken system I've ever witnessed in person.
It's pretty crazy.
So we go to the courtroom. There's 2 cases ahead of us, which we were warned we might not even get before a judge. They say these cases are more urgent, but the people facing those charges didn't even show up. So then the judge, instead of just dismissing the case or rescheduling, he goes, oh, we need 20 minutes to decide. So then for break number 1, welcome to break number 1. So we leave for 20 minutes, come back. They're still not there. Okay, let's move on to your case. Yeah, calling this case. We get there. The judge goes, well, we don't have any security in the room. We need security.
Because it's an assault case.
It's an assault case. It's a violent crime. Bear in mind, the complainant sat right next to the defendant
That was crazy.
in the gallery immediately. Like, they walked in after us and sat next to us, and they were like happy as about it.
The people that are getting this guy through the courts for being an abuser, allegedly.
And they're like, we'll sit next to him. We don't care. The judge says, no. We need to sort this out. Everyone get out again. Break number 2. This is at 10 a.m. now. Then we get a text to say, hey, quarter to 12, we found a room that has the proper security functions. So we go away for coffee number 2. Break number 2, coffee number 2. Come back, sit down. Our lawyer says, hey, we want to play a video. Is that all good? Then the judge says, sure. Then they say, we don't know how to do it. We don't know how to work the TV or the laptop. The judge then says, well, I'm leaving until you figure this out. Into break number 3.
Yeah.
For 40 minutes. We watched 4 lawyers on probably cumulatively $1 million
Yeah, way more, bro. Holy.
try to figure out how to cast to a TV for 40 minutes. At about the 30-minute mark, I nudged Ari and I said, mate, just give them your laptop. You've got an HDMI input. That was the solution that then they decided they couldn't do, just in case our computer had a special innocence magic that would bring to the case. I don't know why we couldn't use Arian's laptop. Eventually, they found a
Saved by a
solution.
Gen Z.
Yeah, well, they could have been, but they decided not to.
Yeah.
And this, I know this is boring probably to listen to me retell. Imagine being there. Imagine sitting there for all of this. Finally, the judge comes back. We start the hearing. The first witness is called. She gets questioned by the prosecution.
So can I just say the funny part was that they decided that the prosecutor was going to show all the evidence that we had presented.
Yeah.
So the evidence
Through
that
his
we are
computer.
trying to get.
The solution was our evidence would go through the prosecutor's laptop, which he wasn't that happy about. But he wasn't a happy guy in general anyway.
It was quite funny. Very ironic.
You look quite burdened.
He was quite burdened. Yeah. He obviously didn't want to be there. But that's fine. So then the witnesses get sent out. They get brought in one by one. First witness comes, and boy, was it a presentation of the evidence. Just crazy, inconsistent, incoherent. There are parts where her eyes worked and didn't work, but that's by the by. And then as we get to our turn to cross-examine, the judge goes, hey, by the way, we've got to go for lunch soon. Break number 4.
And I was like, oh, lunch. All right, might be
More
20,
coffee.
30 minutes.
30 minutes, 25 minutes.
Nope.
No, hour and 15. So we get sent away for another hour and 15. We come back, finish cross-examination of the first witness. The judge gets to the end of cross-examination of the first witness and goes, everybody get out. I need to talk to these guys. And he's like, you're wasting our time. This is a stupid case. What are you doing?
Why is it before the court?
Why is this before the courts?
The prosecutor has the option at that point to withdraw.
The prosecutor has the option to withdraw. He approaches the complainants who are adamant that they don't want to withdraw. The judge is then like, well, you're wasting my time. You're wasting their time. The common sense and respect for people's civil liberties could have avoided this whole thing. Instead, now you're wasting our time. The prosecutor is like, I know, I don't want to be here. But he also refused to withdraw the charge. So then we all get brought back and we punch on. Witness 2 comes, same old. We get sent away in total 7 times across the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was an afternoon break as well.
There's an afternoon break.
And then
Just for an afternoon tea, because our hour and 15 lunch wasn't long enough. Bear in mind, heading into the court, into the hearing, we thought 3 hours max.
yeah.
Like we were told, mate, open shut 3 hours. The prosecution's just dicked around and messed everything up and effectively dragged their heels. I've never seen a less passionate line of questioning than the prosecutor. What were you doing on the day?
I could barely hear him.
Oh, he wasn't even talking.
He didn't want to be there. He
didn't
was
want
just
to
asking the very basic questions. What did you do on the day? Any more questions? No.
There was a look of just defeat on
Yeah.
his face from the beginning. And
Well,
I
he
think
knew.
it just showed that reflected in his energy levels.
Imagine if the other cases that he had to argue were also there.
Yeah.
He would have been there till Christmas. It was so bad. Anyway, we get sent away a bunch. The judge asks again, why are we doing this? We ask, yeah, sure. We apply for it to be dismissed. The judge doesn't have effectively the ability to do that. It has to be the prosecutor who drops the case. And then we finally get through all of the witnesses, and then it's our turn to present evidence. And the judge is like, oh, by the way,
It's 5 o'clock.
it's 5 o'clock. I'm going home. No, they had some sort of event to attend.
Yeah,
so
there
he's
was a
like,
swearing in of a judge, I think.
oh yeah, he's like, we've got to go.
Oh.
So then we're like, cool. So we just sit here all day, and it was good. It was in our favor. I don't want people listening to think that it didn't go well. It went extremely well. 4 witness accounts, all conflicting, all inconsistent. The most key and chief piece of evidence that will exonerate Auckland Citizen is the video, the 2 angles of video that are played, which we haven't had a chance to play yet. And also the prosecutor, the morning of the trial, goes, I haven't seen those videos. Well, they've been in your inbox since December.
Yeah.
We gave them to you in December.
I mean, he had so many ways to play his cards. And if he'd looked at that video, I mean, who knows what he would have chosen to do at the very beginning. Maybe just withdraw straight up and tell them, you got no chance.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. He should have. Now he looks like an idiot.
And wasting so
Respect.
much taxpayer money as
With
well.
all due respect, yeah.
So much taxpayer money.
But, hey, is there pressure coming down on him from his firm? Because, of course, they are contracted by police, by the Crown.
I don't know.
To do
I
what
think,
they do.
I think it's pressure from the complainants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, on the day, apparently, it was the complainants that.
That's what he said.
that yeah.
But I mean,
But maybe, yeah.
any complainant can do that. The prosecutors usually can say that, but you just don't stand a
Yeah.
chance here.
We were told that the judge said, what do they say? He goes, they don't want to drop it. And the judge goes, well, they need to drop it. He goes, I know. So let's see how this case plays out.
Because that's the thing. The prosecutor technically is not engaged by the complainant, right? So they're not there to represent the complainant
Yeah.
in the way that the defense lawyer is there to
Yes,
represent
yes.
the defendant.
Interesting.
So that's why the prosecutor has that discretion.
I thought he just worked for police, but you're suggesting
So-
that he's
so he works
contracted
for-
by police.
So he works for a firm that would be contracted by police, by the Crown technically.
It's true.
I thought the police had their own in-house counsels, like police prosecutors.
So they do, but I'm pretty sure that he is working. Oh, maybe
Nah,
wrong on
I'm pretty
this.
sure he's a police
Okay,
employee.
so
yeah.
if he's a police employee,
I've seen his email. I've seen his signature.
but he doesn't have to
do that.
do that.
Yeah.
He has that discretion.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the positives.
Yeah.
The judge was extremely fair.
He's a good man.
There were points where I felt like, oh, the judge is so on our side, and other points where I felt like, oh, is the judge on our side? Which I actually think is a healthy thing. The judge played his hand very fairly and made some great comments around common sense and civil liberties. Our lawyer, what a legend. Stephen.
cool.
Shout out
What
to
a
Stephen.
legend.
It's like
Stephen
watching,
Lack Law.
I don't know. It was like watching Suits or
Yeah, bro.
Boston Legal or one of those.
He's
law
Harvey
reviews.
Specter,
Asking
eh?
those questions. Yeah.
Sharp, man.
Well, the way he just set it up from the beginning, the first line
Oh,
of questioning was like, hey, is this a public event? And she's like, yeah. Do you advertise these events on Instagram? She's like, yes. Do you say where it is, when it is, who's coming, and post pictures on Instagram? She's like, yes. And then he left it there.
Yeah.
And I know, like, he's going to come back to it, but it's like, so you advertised a public event and told everyone where it's going to be and when it's going to be, and then someone showed up with a camera to record.
And you have literally dozens, if not hundreds, of people on your team or part of your group that are videoing and taking pictures.
photos.
Well, that's what the judge said. The judge was like, surely there would have been a bunch of people there with cameras and media. Oh, I'm not sure. Well, there was. And no, the best part was Stephen when he goes, so did you guys block his pathway at all? We never blocked his pathway. And that was part of the evidence in their testimony. We never restricted his movement. We only obstructed his view. We never let him, we never stopped him from moving from the left to the right, just forwards. And then he goes, cool. take a look at this photo for me. And it's from their Instagram. And it's a photo that they have posted incriminating themselves of them blocking his path.
Oh.
And he goes, this, and bear in mind, this witness has just very, very intensely and adamantly described 4 other photos that have been showed. She's told you where pathways lead, how steep hills are, how long the pathway is. She knows everything about this place. Wow. She gets shown this photo, and she's like, can't really tell what's happening in that photo. I can't really see clearly. And it was just so funny because it was like, so you said you didn't do this thing? Here's a photo that your group uploaded of you doing it. What do you have to say about that? I can't be sure. My eyes don't work all of a sudden.
I can't see. Well, she could see that there was 5,000 people at the event, apparently, which the other witness went and was like, about 200.
Yeah. How many people were at the event? Over 5,000. Police officer. Yeah, we got told there was about 200 plus there.
Plus there.
Oh,
I think my
yeah.
favourite moment was when the police sergeant, was giving his testimony, and the defence lawyer, Stephen, says to him, so would you not think that protesters blocking a person's path in a public park might actually be against the law? And you do realise it's against the law. And the sergeant says, oh, is it?
No, he goes, I didn't interpret it or anticipate it to be breaking the law at that point because he was fine when he pushed past. It was like...
But then Stephen questions him further and says, but you are aware that it's illegal to block someone's path in a public place.
He's like,
Sergeant's like, could you maybe, I don't know, maybe you can fill me in on this, educate me about this.
He goes, I'm happy to learn.
Happy to learn. And then Stephen's like, it's actually not my job to educate you.
Unfortunately for you, I'm not in the business of education. I was like,
you've got much better recall.
my
See, you can remember exactly what they said.
I want to read that transcript because that guy, you could tell he was getting annoyed.
And so we're sitting there, and this is a police sergeant, right? Should know his Summary Offences Act, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
That's
one of the most common
That's what Stephen said.
legislation that they work off.
Summary Offences Act, it is. And he's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, my favorite part, my highlight, so that's your highlight? This is my highlight. Arian, you can share yours next. Was I feel like we might have the same one.
Yeah, I think so.
When he goes, so how long did this? How long was this taking place for? 30 minutes. And then the witness goes, "Oh no, not 30 minutes." He goes, "Well, how long?" Our lawyer goes, "How long was it happening for?" And then the witness says, maybe from 20 past 10 till 10 to 11." And then he goes, "Sorry, just to clarify, did you just say 20 past 10 to 10 to 11?" "Yes, that's what I said."
He's like, "Okay, cool."
So 30 minutes. And the witness goes, yeah.
Well, disputing how wide was the grass verge.
Yeah.
Would you say it was about half a metre wide? Oh, no. And then she finally goes, it's probably about 40 centimetres.
Yeah, she takes a piece of A4 and she's like, 40 centimetres? But then at other points, it was really unstable. And then in another part, I had quite sure footing, which is why I didn't fall, because it wasn't that steep. And then it was a hill, and then it was a verge, and then there wasn't a hill or a verge. Anyway, your highlight?
That was one of my highlights. The other one was the first witness spent about 4 hours trying to think of the word silhouette. But she couldn't. So she kept being asked, like, could you see him? And she'd be like, I saw his
figure.
And then started like moving her hands. He's like, his shape, I couldn't see the details. And everyone and everyone in the back of the room was like, silhouette. She's like, his body.
Shadow.
His shadow. Not his shadow. Not like, I could see his shape.
Last highlight for me was when Stephen, our lawyer, read the sergeant's report to him. And he goes, would you say, and then reads it verbatim, such and such. And then the sergeant goes, I don't know if I would say that. And he goes, well, you did. You wrote it here.
I'm reading from your words.
And this is on the day of the event. So you remembered it then. Are you telling me you don't remember it now? And he goes, I may have written that. He goes, well, this is from your report. So would you say this? And then the sergeant just like gets real annoyed, and he's just like, nah, this is what I've said. This is what I'm saying. Da 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 da. The crazy thing to me is that across all the different witnesses they brought, none of them had the presence of mind to think, maybe we should all get on the same page. Maybe we should
watch the video.
Maybe they tried though.
And none of them watched the video. It's on publicly available on YouTube, on Auckland Citizens' YouTube account.
That's what happens when people believe in their cause so much, right?
Mm.
They just
It's
ignore the
crazy.
facts.
It's crazy. Anyway, what a day in court. And then
I do want to add that constable, the young constable
Yeah.
that testified at the end,
yeah.
I've never seen anyone like testify, and I've been to a few trials.
Mm.
I've never seen anyone that seemingly relaxed but clearly terrified.
Mm,
And
I thought he was going to cry.
Yeah,
I
and the
witness
I offered him a mint when we were sitting
Oh,
in,
really?
the. I say, "You want a mint?" He goes, "Thanks for offering, but no."
Oh, ah.
yeah.
Just trying to bribe him.
But most of the time, his answer was like, yeah, nah.
But
He
on the
was very
inside, he was
unprofessional.
very young. I was
was.
very just disappointed by the way that the police carried themselves that day.
Yeah.
Like I was, because I'm typically the one that's like, I love police and all that, but those two officers, they
Well, it wasn't the 18, but I'm surprised that we've got. I'm not surprised actually, but one of them was a sergeant.
Do you not think it was weird
How do
though
you
as
get
well?
to that? You know,
When we recessed and when we had to take breaks, like obviously we're all on on one team, right? We're Auckland Citizens Defence Team with our lawyer. We go and we have a chat with him. But then the police and the complainants all went away together as if they were one team as well. So it's like, I don't know if that's normal. Maybe it is normal, but I just thought, oh, that's weird. And the police were like,
that's how it works.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, surely the police are like an impartial third party to this. Like surely it's like the complainants, the defendants, and then the police. But it very much felt like the complainants and the police they're all in this together, you know?
I think they all thought they were going about a righteous cause. That's how it came across.
100%,
That's how they all sort of like talk to each other.
It must have been tough for them because it's like, yeah, the witnesses come in one after one. And that's the thing. I would love to have been inside that first witness head after they've given their testimony. They sit down and it's a huge weight off their chest. And the next witness comes in and just contradicts everything that they've pretty much said.
Crazy, yeah.
And that must be the pressure that you must feel as someone recounts differently. And then the third witness comes in and it happens again. And then the fourth witness comes in and it happens again. Like, you must be sitting there like,
I mean,
none of this.
I'd be like,
connects.
man, it's so annoying that the law and the facts are not on my side.
Yeah. But then they still feel like justified. Like at the end as well, when they're like, thanks to their lawyer. Thanks so much for your help. I'm like, he's just buried you.
he's done
And
nothing.
and he dug the hole, but you buried yourself. Like,
I think he knew. I think the prosecutor knew it going into it though.
yeah, he knew.
Oh, totally. Again, I keep going back to the fact that when these guys walked in, the complainants, they're much, Auckland Citizen isn't a big guy, or gal. Have we?
Well, people know it's a guy.
That's a dude. Okay.
He's been doxed online.
Yeah,
many
he's not.
times.
He's not a particularly big person.
Yeah.
But some of these complainants, they're bigger than him.
Yeah.
And the biggest tell is like you walk into the courtroom and you sit right next to the guy you're accusing of assault.
The reason why we've always called him Auckland Citizen and we haven't used his legal name or whatever, and people have
Just
been
bleep it. Yeah.
people have been critical of us. Oh, why don't you use his real name? First of all, he goes by the pseudonym or username Auckland Citizen because what he does in terms of silent auditing isn't popular. It's not illegal though. It's not illegal to be unpopular. It's not illegal to be weird. Second of all, he has been stalked multiple times, doxed multiple times online. In fact, we shared a post and wrote in an email last year when we first discovered this case and met Auckland Citizen that someone had followed him home and then posted flyers all around his neighborhood calling him a creep and a pedophile and he was videoing children. Even in the courthouse, they made these allegations that are, first of all, false. Second of all, even if they weren't false, you have to prove them. Third of all, he's done nothing except show up and do a silent audit. I thought it was funny because
Of a large group of people.
Well,
At a public event.
He doesn't
200
go-
people.
Yeah. Well, what I mean is he's not going after
One
an individual,
yes, that's right,
one
yeah.
person and following them to their house.
The funny
with a
thing is, the complainant said that he was filming our banners really closely. Why would he come and film banners very closely? You were shoving them in his,
banner was in
his
front of
camera.
us.
The other thing is, I had a train of thought, but now I've lost it. Anyway, so he does silent audits. It's not popular, it's not common, but it's actually an important service that he plays in terms of stress testing our legal system and our law. It's not like the judge said this. It's not illegal. What he didn't do anything illegal. Why did you guys get so upset about it? And then the lady goes, well, we know it's not illegal. We completely respect that. All the while shaking her head. Well, we absolutely respect people's rights. It's a dead giveaway you don't. If you're going to say something with your mouth, but then your body's going to tell us no, what do you want us to think? Anyway, that's why we don't use his name.
It's a great R&B song along those lines.
Yeah, my mind's telling me no.
Yeah.
Arian has probably heard that song, but doesn't remember it. Anyway, that was our day in court. Everyone happy with how it went?
Yeah. And I had a
quite
really good
enjoyed it.
hot dog at lunch.
You had a great hot dog.
I had a sandwich.
A sandwich. And just want to say, like, to everybody. I think we had about 10 or 11
In the end, about
10
donors.
About 10 donations come through. Just want to thank you guys. Obviously, this is why we take on legal cases, is to connect people who need help with people who can help. Also, shout out to our lawyer, Stephen Lake Law, who's been doing a fantastic job.
Incredible.
And let me just tell you right now, he could charge 3 or 4 times what he's charging us. He's done us an incredible deal because he believes in the cause. He also believes in the case.
Good man.
But he said that he really believes in the freedoms and the rights that we advocate for. So thank you to him and his incredible team. This is just the first of many cases that we'll fight as Pillar. And hopefully we have this all tied away and resolved. It should have been done open shut on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Thanks to the police prosecution and the complainants, it dragged on for an entire day. They wasted so much money and time. But by the end of the year, hopefully we have a resolution and something to celebrate for Christmas. But
It does, I think, underscores, though, ultimately that the process is the punishment, right?
yeah, 100%.
And we've said this before about other things, but like this is how people get intimidated. They get, pushed back into a corner. They get silenced. And if you have that threat hanging over you, you can understand why a lot of people back down or just go quiet. They don't want to, push for their side, for their view.
Well, you think as well, you get a court-appointed lawyer, as Auckland Citizen did, and that court-appointed lawyer just tells you to plead guilty, take her on the chin.
Crazy,
Yeah.
And this is the point. If we can all band together to help support Auckland Citizen through this case, next time an issue like this rolls around, we won't need to do as much hard work because the court precedent will be set. We'll be able to, and it might not be him, it might be someone else. It could happen to any one of us. So anyway, happy days.
Yeah.
Keep on fighting.
Keep on fighting.
Breach.
Social media, mate. You had a good debate the other night. Talk to us about it.
Oh, it was good. We had a discussion, a filmed discussion on the social media ban. There was 4 of us in the room, 2 undecideds on the ban. There were two women who just hadn't really...
They started undecided or they ended undecided?
No, they started under. So we go in.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm not positive about the social media ban, put lightly. And they'd heard a lot on both sides of the argument. They're pretty uncomfortable, but keen to hear more. And then another individual who was broadly open to something, the state doing something. We had a discussion, went on for about 45 minutes. It was a good debate, a good back and forth. And I think in the end, it turned into... the 2 women kind of went to the side of, hey, actually, this is not the state's job. It's the parents' job. And the parents need to bear some responsibility over their children. And actually, parenting is not easy. I was the one without children, and they both had children.
There was 4 of you. 2 of you don't have kids, right?
Yes, one's married, one's not married, and 2 have children and married. The woman.
Cool. The woman.
And by the end of it, they just came to accept, oh yeah, like parents just need to do a better job and not expect things to be easy. There's this expectation that everything in life is easy.
Educate themselves.
That's right. We
so
landed
much
on
about that, right?
Yeah. But one interesting thing as part of the discussion was the person who was more in favor of it. He was not in favor of what the government was necessarily proposing at the moment, but he had all these other ideas about other things we could do. And I said, look, there's so many other ideas. The reality is that's not what we're up against right now. And if we don't spend our time pushing back against this terrible idea before us right now, we'll be busying ourselves with policies and ideas that actually won't be implemented because they're not before us right now. We need to, exactly. The specifics of us, exactly. They're right before us right now. And the only thing we can do right now is to say no. And then if you want to talk about other beautiful ideas that you have, we can talk about it. But even then, I'm not sure about those ideas. But it was good. I had fun. It was still cordial. He's a good man. I like him.
To go back to what you said around, parenting's hard and parents need to do a better job. Research has just come out of Australia that you shared with us, which show that actually parents are doing a pretty fantastic job in their context. They're the ones, and it's not like we're comparing ourselves. It's not apples to oranges here. We are a very similar nation with similar lifestyle and standards. I would say that the data would be hugely transferable here, and probably
you couldn't find a better comparison.
No, exactly. And so, do you have those numbers?
Yeah, I can read
read the numbers, please.
So these numbers, the e-safety commissioner in Australia, so the people that are implementing the social media, Julie Grant. I can't say her name.
Inman Grant.
Grant.
It's a Middle Eastern name. I'm surprised you can't say it.
Is it?
Yeah, surely. Must be like Lebanese or something.
What?
She white?
Julia Inman Grant.
She's white.
Why is she not married?
No, she's from America.
Is she not married? I said.
Oh, no, I don't think Inman is.
I think anyway.
We'll do an etymology on this afterwards.
I'll call her up.
It's just INMAN.
You read the stats.
Grant.
You read the stats. I'm looking her up.
Grant.
Well, so they commissioned a study. So it's their own numbers. And the study came back with, these are some of the stats, but there's more. 92% of parents have rules in place to help their children stay safe online. So there's 92% of the parents. And they, I think, interviewed either 1,500 or 3,000 parents for kids aged, 2008 parents with children aged 3 to 10. So 92% of them have rules in place to help their children stay safe online. 84% regularly provide guidance and advice about online safety. 68% actively monitor their children's online activity. 71% use parental control technologies, and around 93% regularly discuss online safety with their children. Pretty big. And that's not to say that there's no issues with social media, that it doesn't have any harms, blah, blah, blah. But the fear mongering and the emotional distress that is enabling people to say, we need an online regulator to set up the government to look after us.
We're building this broad regulation off fringe cases. They're not the main cases, not the course cases. This case that came out of the States where this girl was online every day chronically from age 6 onwards.
It's tragic, right? It is tragic.
Terrible, yeah.
But she's one. She's one case out of, and it's one example. For now, campaigners for a ban or an online regulator to come out and say, look at what's happening to all the kids. Well, it's not all the kids. It's one kid. There's one case.
Dude, you know what my favorite thing this past week was? Maybe we can get to it soon, but not just. I nearly called her Jacinda. Might as well call her Jacinda. Erica Stanford.
Jacinda Stanford. Bro, she is, and I'm just going to say before you tell us this, she is hitting very Jacinda-y though.
Bro, she needs
She's
to
doing
join the
all
Labour
the
Party.
Jacinda moves.
Come November, the Labour Party is looking for a new leader.
New leader.
Mate, she'd do an awesome job.
She's already got that red dress in her profile. Like
yeah, exactly. She posts this picture because she's advertising her social media ban, and she posts this picture with all these high school students from around the country or around the city. There's 15 of them.
But she was too busy for meetings.
Let's be clear. These were high school students from some of the nicest high schools in the more affluent suburbs of Auckland.
Also, year 13 students.
Yeah, 13 students. So they're all 18 as well.
All 18.
And they all want to be like youth MPs.
That's right. And
Exactly.
no one's going to Erica and saying, I disagree with you.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I just thought, and the caption was like, they're talking about the harms they're experiencing online. And I captioned and I quoted it and I said, look, the harms have been so bad for these kids that they've turned into like well-dressed, well-established, well-educated, doing a whole lot of extracurriculars and leaders in their schools. Like, this is really bad. We should probably set up an online regulator. It's crazy.
You can't judge a book by its cover, Ari. They might be,
That's
inside,
exactly how I judge.
Maybe broken. They may be broken on the inside.
That's what I'm so sorry. How inconsiderate of me.
I just want to quickly go back to, you are right, Julian Inman. INMAN. It's an English occupational
Inman.
name for innkeeper, lodging, housekeeper. Comes from the medieval English words in, INN, lodging, and man, personal worker. So it's kind of like shoemaker, I guess.
But she's a woman.
She is a woman. Well, maybe that's
Change your last name.
A woman in a man.
So she worked in the tech industry in which company? Was it Twitter?
No. I mean,
No, she did. She has a
Twitter's
background. She
Really?
worked for one of the big companies.
She began her career as a U.S. Congress at the U.S. Congress in Washington before spending 17 years at Microsoft. So with Bill Gates.
Billy Gates.
So why are we trusting her?
Billy Willy.
She also, as an American citizen, was asked to come before the Supreme Court and talk about the extraterritorial laws that she was trying to establish from Australia that would affect US-based companies. And she refused. She
said, nah.
She pulled a Fauci. She said, I refuse. Not coming.
Dude, that Fauci stuff is crazy.
I want to talk about that, but before we get there, so the social media ban has got two things going against it. Practically, it doesn't work. There's no plan for enforcement. There's no mechanisms that would effectively enforce it that unfairly and unduly infringing on everyone's internet freedoms and digital freedoms. Secondly, the results of a ban that's been implemented in Australia. 4 out of 5 kids still online. Many of them re-emerging online as newly minted adults, seeing far worse content. And now we have this new study. So 3 things. This new study that shows parents actually are vastly more capable than what they've been presented as in the media and by politicians. This is more and more clearly becoming, and we saw this in September a year ago. This is a power grab. This is an attempt to control and seize power of the internet to control narratives and direct thought. It is the beginning of thought policing and online censorship. So Shout out to
Crazy.
Erica Stanford and Christopher Luxon for dying trying, but mate, just stop.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, it's like if you're gonna die trying, I'd rather you didn't die.
If tomorrow Erica and Chris Luxon came out and said, "Hey, look, it's the wrong thing. We're going to
Dude,
pull out of this."
Polls would fly.
Like, well, I don't know if the polls would move that much, but it would definitely be like a sign that they were not just doing something because everyone else is doing it, or because they've been asked to by their friends and whatever, you know.
And this is, I suppose, more broadly on national. I think they have done an okay job in terms of putting in place economic measures, policies. You know, so the law that I've seen, it's mostly pretty sensible, and it's what we need. But they don't seem to have the depth when it comes to social issues or broader political or, you know, civil liberties.
When it gets real values based, I think.
Yeah.
Because their own house is not in order. As in, they themselves are not sure what they believe.
I think that's absolutely right.
Do you think they have any common thinkers among them, like the common man? Because that seems to be what New Zealand First really strikes a chord with, is that common man. Even if it's just purely perception, I perceive myself to be a common man, even though I probably live well above the line that some other people in that category
So
would.
you're talking about New Zealand First now?
So New Zealand First is striking that chord, but do you think national, that's their issue? They don't have a common man.
I agree. I think they are catering to people in suits who think about the world largely through economic terms. And
Middle New Zealand.
But well, not even middle New Zealand though, because I think they're still thinking about it from the point of view of the more corporate world.
Which is tough because everyone has one vote. Doesn't matter how much money you got.
I know, and I think that's where they're having some issues. Is it too soon to jump on this question of Winston Peters and his comments about a certain Chinese MP?
Lawrence Zhunang, Parliament's #1 question asker.
Bro, that guy is on it, bro.
Arian's favourite Green MP. Well, let's talk about...
He's got a very thick accent.
I'm gonna put this out there. I think it was a bit vicious to go after the guy, and he came to New Zealand at 7 and he's now nearly 40.
Yeah,
So
he's been here 36 years.
yeah,
32, 36,
and,
yeah.
and from what I've seen, he's not a big supporter of the CCB, right? Like,
Oh, really?
You know, he's pretty big on human rights. And,
Oh, good on
yeah, and he's prepared to. Be
I guess the
critical of
Greens
that.
are, yeah.
But I think
I mean, some of them were slave trading, but that's fine.
yeah, I mean Tana, but anyway. But so I think as a little bit, it was definitely a bit nasty to do that.
Yeah,
to somebody. I mean,
sure.
you came here at what, 7, 8,
8, yeah.
and I
5 minutes ago.
Get out of here.
5 minutes ago. Go back to your own country.
You're 24, and you're a Kiwi. Okay?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And I think that if you were running, for Parliament, you're an MP. I'd want to hear your perspective, and I would say you have a right to speak.
What if I had an
different story.
Iranian accent, though?
It's a different story if you're talking about someone who's just recently arrived. They've not even got citizenship, for instance. And they're having a say in what's going on. And like, okay, you can be more critical or more cynical about where they're coming from, especially if they're coming from like a pro-TCP
That's right.
perspective.
Spoke my mind.
Was it a ill-tasted comment? Sure. Yeah. We can't just be yelling at people go back to your own country.
In Parliament as well.
He is New Zealand first. He's New Zealand first.
Yeah, I know that, but I mean, yeah, I think I don't know if it's going to translate into a mistake in the polling,
No,
because I don't think it's
won't.
going to affect their performance.
It won't.
Personally, I felt I wasn't right to do what he did, but
Yeah.
Did you see one of the MPs, Elliot Ikele, one of the new guys, the candidates, got a text from someone who's Chinese and goes, "Elliot, tell Winston we love him." And
Really?
he screenshotted it and posted it. It was like, the Chinese community loves Winston Peters. And I was like, wow, one text has made me feel so much better.
That's so funny. Classic one. And I think it was like late in the day as well. Like I think Winston had a long day. And it was just him in Parliament. And then he's talking about the COVID stuff, like obviously very important. And then Lawrence Zhunang, which like, again, he does have a strong accent, is out there in his ear like, have you had the vaccine? Have you had the vaccine? And Winston's just like, because that was a question that pissed Winston off. He's like, have you had the vaccine?
Oh,
And then because he's complaining about the COVID stuff.
yeah.
And then he's like, go back to your own country.
Whoa. Whoa.
it was a bit out of left field. Like,
Yeah,
I
it was
mean,
pretty.
I want to have Lawrence on. We should get Lawrence on. Is he
Should we
Auckland based? He is, eh?
Yes, because he flew back to. Oh, yeah, he is. I think he's.
I'm going to email him. Lawrence, look, mate, we welcome people from all cultures here. Okay? You don't have to be...
Look at me.
Look
I'm
at
a
him.
different culture.
Look at him. This guy shouldn't be here, but we let him be here.
Yeah.
By our good graces.
Immigrants, yeah. I only arrived here 5 minutes ago.
You speak when spoken to. Anyway, no. So look, will it affect the polls? No, I actually think you'll see a bump.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's this. To be honest with you, that's the nature of where we are at the moment. People are very unhappy with New Zealand and its demographic shifts. So
The establishment. People are annoyed with the establishment.
yeah, exactly. So that'll be that. But also, just remember, this is off the back of the Chinese embassy making a whole bunch of stupid comments about how China doesn't want to interfere with other people's public and or other people's politics and policy and democracy. It's like we have reports, not one report, entire reports written about how much you guys are trying to influence local, national, all these things.
It's crazy. We've got a list on our Instagram. On our X account.
We should pin that, eh?
Yeah, it's
We
just
should
like
pin
a
that to
long list of since February last year, everything that the CCP's done.
And he's like, honestly, we're not bothered about you guys. We're not trying to do anything. Really, Mr. Wang? Really?
Mr. Wang, we're in your head rent free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he hasn't blocked us.
Mr. Wang?
Yeah.
Oh, it'll come. It'll come.
I reckon he likes us. I reckon he likes us seeing
He likes a little
messages.
attention. He's
Like,
like, oh, I'm important.
Share.
Oh, we should infiltrate him. And
Pause.
Why? Infiltrate him? No? Is that a bad word? I only arrived 5 minutes ago, so English is...
Go back to your own country. Did you have the vaccine? The COVID inquiry, though. I'll be honest, I haven't seen the latest developments that everyone seems to be talking about. So has it just come out more and more so that they did have advice that they ignored and pushed ahead with vaccine for everyone? And
I can find you some of the bullet points.
Find me some of the bullet points.
From the Honourable Simeon Brown.
Oh, Mr. Brown. Because Fauci in the States right now,
Holy, yeah, you open with that as well.
under the pump because it's come out that he obviously lied. He won 8 awards, cash prize awards, and he used his federal staff to apply for and then lobby for and then pressure for those awards to be given to him. One of them was worth $900,000 cash in hand. So he became extremely wealthy off COVID. There's clips of him saying that arguing with him is like arguing with science and the truth. And then there's this other clip that I saw this morning where he's like, if they put me in front of a jury, I'm happy to answer any questions. I've got nothing to hide. It'll be an inconvenience at the most, but I can explain myself. Cut to today, he's sitting there. On the advice of counsel, I'm pleading my Fifth Amendment right as defended in the Constitution.
Yeah, I saw the Babylon B posted a picture. It said, "Science pleads the fifth today."
Yeah, and it's like the guy who's questioning, he's like, "What color's my tie? I plead the fifth. What color's the carpet? I plead the fifth. What's today? I plead the fifth." Every question.
Well, what's interesting too is his professional connection to that lab in Wuhan. So
He was the head of it.
Yeah, and he wasn't actually the head of the lab in Wuhan, but he was part of that program that collaborated with them.
Yes. The other thing is because I don't understand this exactly, but it was pointed out to him that he actually doesn't have Fifth Amendment to stand on. Like he can't plead the fifth because he's been pardoned.
Yeah, he was pardoned as a preemptive pardon by Biden.
Yeah.
And
So-
apparently it was like an hour before, like a couple of hours before Biden was out.
Yeah, no, it was. But Biden shuttled through heaps. He did Fauci.
His own
He
son.
did
His own son,
Hunter Biden. Yeah. It's just crazy. And then meanwhile, all the Dems are like, Donald Trump's a felon and he's corrupt and he's a dictator. This guy from church one time responded when I posted a photo of Donald Trump. He goes, "Oh, are you a fan of dictatorship?" And I'm like, "Brother lost an election." Anyway, we got anything against Donald Trump. Love you, DJT.
Do you want to read some of the numbers?
Tell me about the New Zealand COVID situation.
Okay, so
Let's move it
so
from
we
there.
had the government COVID-19, the Royal Commission inquiry into COVID-19 response.
The one that they sat on for a year.
I'm not aware of that, but maybe.
Because remember when it came out and then Brooke sat on it for ages?
Oh, okay.
Is it that one? Is that what
Is it? Okay, I don't know. I didn't follow. Well, they did one, and then the terms of reference were like silly because the previous government had set the terms of reference, so they could only ask a certain set of questions, and the new government came in and said, "Hey, you're just covering your own ass here.
Yeah.
Let's ask some serious questions." So it's come out, and so this is just reading from the press release, so it's not all the information, but it says New Zealanders placed enormous trust in their government and made real sacrifices to protect one another. The independent commission is clear that the restrictions stayed in place for longer than needed against public health advice, and that Auckland was kept apart from the rest of the country for longer than it needed to be.
Yeah.
Oh,
And that the cost to jobs, businesses, and everyday life was not given sufficient weight alongside the health response.
wow.
The commission also found that more than half of the $60 billion COVID-19 response and recovery fund spread across more than 800 programs was not directly related to the pandemic. And that's left New Zealand with debt and inflation. The inquiry ran over 4 years and heard from 44,000 people, made 63 recommendations, and all of them have been basically accepted in some sense. And interestingly, since the Commission presented its findings in April, the Ministry of Health has advised that one of the findings is incorrect. The Commission found that while former ministers were informed of advice against 2-dose vaccine mandates for those 12 to 17 because of myocarditis risks, they were not given fuller advice on vaccine mandates for young people. The Ministry has since advised that fuller advice was in fact provided in early 2022. So advice was given. Anything else interesting affecting the rights? Mr. Brown says New Zealanders deserve full confidence that decisions affecting their rights are weighed honestly and communicated openly. Restoring trust and confidence in decision making is critical to maintaining social cohesion and ensuring New Zealanders are willing to make sacrifices asked of them. Anyway,
Yeah. Well, so what do we do from here? What is the answer? Do Hipkins, Ardern, and Viral, people like Michael Baker, people like Susie Willings, or whatever her name was?
Yeah.
What do they do? Like,
Well, look, I'll be honest. I think the government at the time, they obviously deserve to be. Well, they should be held accountable. But at the same time, we have an opposition for a reason, and I feel like our opposition were just so quiet, so silent on so much of this stuff.
that is true. There's that letter that was signed by all,
Yeah.
by all governing parties, not just the
everyone in
Labour,
Parliament.
everyone in Parliament.
Oh,
I should
wow.
say, yeah.
Interesting.
I think it was in relation specifically to the tent city that was like, we're not going to come out and talk to you. You need to leave.
Wow.
And I think the broader problem is that you're not just dealing with elected officials, but you're dealing with bureaucracy, you're dealing with the health system where you've got people who are experts, like Michael Baker and all these others, and what they do, and Ashley Bloomfield, these people in these
Dr.
positions. And ultimately we allow them that authority for the time they serve in that position.
Yeah.
And we have to have better checks and balances in place. We've got to learn from this because we will have other
But is this not part of
challenges
the checks and balance, this thing here?
holding people accountable. Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. That's why I say there has to be accountability. But we shouldn't lose sight of the lessons that we need to learn for the future because this will probably happen again in our lifetime.
Yeah. No, I don't reckon.
Right now,
Everyone says it will, but I don't know.
bird
I don't know.
flu- There's certain things that have happened in terms of
Yeah.
the connectivity of the world now.
Yeah. They're talking about the bird flu again, eh?
Well, it accelerates. And unfortunately, we've got bird flu in the country at the moment.
I don't believe
Is that bad for people?
No, we do.
Or is that
I know
bad for
someone
I
at
don't
Tegel.
believe it. I don't believe anything anymore. Until I'm dead.
I'm not getting the
I
vaccine.
don't believe it.
And you can catch it. You can catch it from the actual contact
Wait,
with like poultry.
does it hurt humans? Does
Yeah,
bird
bird
is
flu
it-
does, yeah.
I thought it was just for birds.
Well, it can affect birds, but it can also be transmitted to humans.
Is it?
But it's not currently being transmitted from human to human.
Sounds like you've been paid to tell us this.
No, I just know someone at Tegel who
Who has
is-
bird flu?
no, they're having to kill
Big
huge
chicken.
numbers of chickens at the moment.
Can we eat the chickens?
No, that's the point.
Got the bird flu apparently.
What if you cook them?
But this is big
Because
chicken.
their business
This is-
model
no,
has
this-
them killing chickens and then selling them to people.
This is how they do it. Big
They
chicken.
can't sell them to people.
Big chickens in the pocket of, the globalists.
chicken.
Big chickens in the pocket of the globalists.
Fauci is big chicken.
And they want to get rid of all the organic chicken that we've got by giving it the flu, the bird flu, and then they bring in the 3D
The
printed
vegan,
meat.
the vegan
alternatives.
This is Bill Gates.
And then all of a sudden we're eating eggplant steaks instead of real steaks. You know what I mean?
oh my gosh.
I think though
What the
it's easy, like the overreaction to a situation like COVID with all the mandates and all the kind of oppressive measures that are put in place. The overcorrection can become what virus, and the reality is it did kill a lot of people especially in industrialized countries where people were overweight, where they had secondary health issues.
Health issues, yeah.
That
It
contributed to that.
exacerbated existing conditions.
It did. So, that we can't just pretend that viruses don't exist because they do. And
They
they've
do.
killed, throughout history, they have killed lots of people. We are in a better position if we actually learn from the lessons of these sorts of things.
But this is the thing, because the argument you're making is a logical one, and I understand. But it doesn't justify away or explain away what do we do about what happened there? Because we can't just be like, oh, well, just because they did a bad job doesn't mean that none of these things exist. Of course they exist. But what do those people have to answer for now? Like, and how do they answer?
Fully agree. So I think the problem is that we were too trusting, that we needed greater transparency and accountability around the decision making. So that's something we need to learn from what's happening.
Well, they have as part of the 68 recommendations is like ensure fit for purposes, ensure fit for legal powers, decision safeguards, democratic accountability. And I think people don't trust the government as much, so they're way less willing to go along
Well, and I
with
think one of the things that we had no transparency on was the vaccine. So
yeah.
you know,
And
these
we don't have any
companies-
transparency on that for another 100 years. It's
No,
buried.
exactly.
They've
And
decided,
this is
embargoed it.
That's exactly what
Crazy, yeah.
this is exactly the kind of point I'm making.
But I
type of thing.
don't disagree with you. A lot of these things, yes. Moving forward, let's be better. What do we do about what happened?
Well, you have to you can only hold people accountable based on the standards that we had in place at the time. You can't make standards up after the fact and say, oh, you didn't adhere to the
But it
standards.
appears that
we've
they
just
didn't meet the
created."
standards of the time either.
Yeah, so that's why I say they need to be held accountable where that's happened. But I think that the problem is bigger than that. And I think start with that, but we need to look at it because otherwise we're going to make the same mistake again.
Okay, jail time, yes or no?
I don't know that there's a law. Certainly, there wasn't a law at the time that would have put people making those decisions in jail. I'm not aware of one.
I don't know. Yeah, this is what you go to court for.
Ignoring
Right? The court decides whether
Yeah,
you go to jail
exactly.
or not.
Ignoring official advice, putting people unnecessarily in harm's way.
There are certain privileges that MPs have, and those are afforded to them, legally, but as part of their role.
don't
So
know.
should we change that? Maybe, maybe that's what we need to do.
They are for like someone like Jacinda is facing non-legal consequences. Like she's not. She says, "Oh, I'm not coming back to the country because I want to explore the world." It's
But
like,
we know that
no.
she's not.
you come
confident
here,
coming back.
people are gonna
Yeah.
spit on the ground when they see you.
But even that is sure. I think people, more people than normal, would have a negative reaction to seeing her on the street. But actually, she has been back to the country. And second of all, it's not like she's living in squalor. She's in the nicest suburb of Sydney
right.
with a multi-million dollar net worth now. She's liquid and she's asset rich, and she's got
Crazy.
all these honorary doctorates, and she gets flying around the world to do all sorts. And so, while she can say, "Oh, so hard at the time," mate, you did like a pretty bang up job for 4 years, and now you're a global celebrity that travels on everyone else's dollar, and you just get paid other people's hard earned money to be like the Australian government. People are angry at them because they funded an $80,000 conference where she was the keynote speaker,
Crazy.
and no one bought tickets.
And look, don't get me wrong. There are people that lost their businesses over time because of the effects of the mandates and,
Yeah.
and the lockdown.
We're still paying for it.
Of course. So I don't dispute that at all.
What?
I just don't think we can hold them accountable to laws that weren't in place at the time.
No, but my point is, I agree with you. We can't retrospectively make laws that make people guilty. I understand that, but I actually I would love to talk to a lawyer and understand, because it seems like they broke the laws of the day.
I mean, there are people that have been looking at this, and I don't know that
I
anyone's
don't know.
come up with
Probably.
something. But
I'd like
there
to
was-
see something happen.
Sure.
But I don't know.
Absolutely. If there was a law in place,
Arian, go to law school, man.
I'll
You
do
need
it.
to tell us.
I'll sue her. I'll sue Jacinda.
That's all you go to law school for. Lose the case in the first hearing.
Oh, yeah. Have no money.
Waste 4
Why
years.
is this before me?
Yeah.
How many people did it affect?
Nah, so
5,000.
Okay, well, that's my thing. I was like, is there any what's the word I'm looking for? Is there any resolution, or is there not a reparation for those people who?
Repercussions for their actions?
Well, no. Is there reparations for people who lost their businesses unfairly?
No.
And some people might say, well, tough, that's life. But man, in a free market economy where you should be able to make a living and rise and fall on your merits, for the state to intervene and cut you off at the knees, that seems really tough.
Yeah, I agree.
And is there any what
Remedy for it?
more retribution?
And I think what's particularly sad and tragic and unjust is that someone who was making those decisions for everybody has then gone on and prospered so much.
so much. Like she could personally give those people money. Should we set up a GoFundMe directly connected to her account, but instead of money going in, it comes out.
And I think what pisses people off quite a bit is maybe Jacinda and co.'s inability to accept defeat or accept
they were wrong.
failure.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is if they admit it, then
Oh,
people
totally.
go, well, what's
100%.
your liability?
100%.
right?
But to go out and just celebrate, we did such an amazing job. We saved millions of lives.
Well, because they
I
were
led with
believing the
I think it
headlines.
just irks people a
They
lot
were
more.
believing the cover of Time magazine when,
Yeah.
you know, in
Yeah,
2020 we had these, you know,
Fauci.
New Zealand, look at New Zealand.
So bad, eh?
Yeah. But I see, I have problems with definitely have problems with Fauci's response to what's going on.
That was
Because-
crazy.
Because I think it's much more of a problem in his case than it is in New Zealand. I think New Zealand's a little more complex in that regard. But I think in his case, he actually he's literally privy to information.
Yeah. He was
about
running the show.
the source of the virus and about the chances of it coming from the
He
Wuhan
funded the
lab.
virus.
Well, and the fact that in his private communications at the time, he was saying, look, it could be from Wuhan. I'm kind of leaning more towards a natural phenomenon.
They ate the bats.
Yeah. But yeah, we can't discount it. It's definitely a possibility. Oh, sure. Okay.
The crazy thing is he's obviously dug his heels in. Even though he's been preemptively pardoned, short of torturing him, how do you get that information out? Like, did you see that they've got all his access to all his servers and his hard drive? He had a COVID era diary, and in the diary he writes, it's very, very, it's narcissistic, and he's like, "I'm the most famous person in the world. They're talking about me. Everyone on the journal, all the journalists are hot. Yeah, he writes, the journalists are hot and heavy on me again.
Oh,
and he writes, got a call from Cher, and he's like talking about all these new celebrity friends he's got. He's like, Cher told me about her psoriasis or whatever she had. So he's like,
So
knows what he's
narcissistic,
yeah,
yeah.
it's exactly.
It's so interesting, because the public persona that he had at the time, everyone's like, oh, it's
So
like
meek.
It's like our granddad, you know, he's looking after us.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
man. I mean, in his mind, he's just thinking, how can I just live the rest of my life, enjoy the wealth that I've accumulated, and be out of the spotlight? But unfortunately, he'll never be able to live peacefully again.
Even though he's got all the
Nor
money
does he
in the world,
deserve
yeah.
to, if this is the way he's going to play it. Unfortunately, being honest and open and telling the truth is probably the only solution where I can see some of these people moving on with their lives.
That's right.
But because of the way that they're behaving, even the Hipkins and the Virals and the Ardurans, they should never be trusted again. It's crazy to me that Hipkins can sit in Parliament as a leader of a party,
Yeah.
despite having played such a huge role in one of the
Screwing
greatest
everything
medical-
up and now promising to fix everything.
But
He ruined everything.
that's still possible though, because 30% of the country
Yeah, it's crazy though.
still think that
This is
it was
it.
probably handled the right way.
Yeah, I guess so.
So
30%, yeah.
More than
and that's the trouble in an MEP system. That's
Totally.
what you get.
Holy.
I do think though, and I was just
true.
returning to that original point. Opposition parties who are now largely in government,
They were there at the time.
they should have done a bit more. I'm just saying.
That is a great point. That is the point that, yeah. People, I remember one time when, maybe a few months ago, someone commented on one of our posts, like, oh, yeah, you're talking a big game. Where were you during COVID? Do you remember this comment?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Arian
Give me a
was
time
still,
machine.
still in primary school. So.
Arian was
High school.
literally in high school. I'm like, well, if we had a time machine, we would definitely go back and oppose vaccine mandates and no jab, no job.
Holy, yeah, I'm so angry. I missed my school ball. Wow. That was the worst thing ever.
Did you?
Basically, yeah. But they just
Oh,
delayed
hold
it.
on. Did you?
Nah. But basically. They just delayed it.
Oh,
You
okay.
didn't miss your school ball.
I was like,
No,
is
it was
does
just a
actually
joke
happen to
about
you?
how much I suffered during COVID. But
Oh,
the joke
but he
was
didn't
like,
win over our heads.
But
But I
even the
did.
school boy,
yeah, I
you
know.
did
I
have to
still
tell.
went. But there's
Oh,
other
did you have a
people.
date? Did you have a date for your school
The
ball?
boys. The
You didn't take a
boys.
girl?
No, we didn't do that at that age.
Oh, I took a girl.
Did you?
You probably took a girl.
Yeah,
To my school ball.
yeah.
No, not
That's
to
how-
your school ball.
That's how we used to do school balls.
Oh, really?
Look-
Look how far we've fallen since the days you and I were at school.
No. I'm too
Arian-
respectful.
Hey,
I'm
Arian
too
can
This
just
guy's
respectful.
got
Date.
game now. Don't worry.
No.
Did anyone take a girl?
Couple. Yeah, some people did.
you
Yeah,
mock
but it's a
them
bit
for that?
cringe, huh?
What do you mean
Oh,
some-
it's cringe. It's cringe to go to a ball
Did
with
you
a
guys have a Pokemon like meet up at the same time?
We should have.
Bro, what is it?
Wow.
I can't believe that.
Shout out faithful pokies.
When I was at school,
Yeah.
all of the boys had dates because that was what you did. You take a date.
What if you can't find one?
Well, how can you not find one?
What if the one you want to take doesn't want to go, and then goes with someone else, and then you just have to take someone
find a
else?
different one. Yeah,
But what if you don't like that one?
it's not your wedding. It's a ball.
Yeah, we don't. It's different nowadays.
It's
You
not.
take someone you like now.
Maybe we
it's
were
not
wrong about the
tokenistic.
manosphere.
Did you have like underage drinking at an after party, like after ball? Alcohol poisoning? No?
It probably did occur. I wasn't there.
Okay.
I went home.
You didn't have a school ball, and it wasn't COVID that ruined it. It was you. You ruined it.
I had lots of fun. We had
you and your friends
we had
ruined
some
it.
yummy food.
I'm
we
not,
had
that I'm advocating like underage drinking.
we had
I'm just
fries
saying,
and nuggets.
I think times have changed a lot. Probably in some respects for the better.
For the better.
Nah, this
Now
is
it's
weird.
just a
I
lot
can't
of
believe you
cocaine.
take a date.
Well, this video is getting flagged.
Is it? Is it?
I think so for COVID.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, jeez, we've said the C word a lot.
C word. And not
We're gonna get
the
to
right one.
And we're not even Andrea Vance.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly. Speaking of other C words,
CCP.
the CCP.
Oh.
Mate,
that was-
Two
that was
C's in
good.
that word.
Oh,
CCP.
yeah.
Okay, first of all, Chinese ambassador, you've already had one shout out. Let me say another one. Shut up. Stop commenting.
Shut up.
Go home.
To quote Cam Slater.
Yeah,
Shut the
yeah,
F
that
up.
was so good.
Now, hold on. Let me find the thing. Hey, Chinese ambassador, shut the up.
Oh, and he didn't even
Bit of a-
swear.
Yeah, I didn't swear either.
Yeah,
In case
if
my
any
pastor
kids are
watches
watching,
this.
yeah. Likewise.
Yeah. Shout out to Pastor Sam.
Here we
My
go, the
guy.
goat, the goat.
The big dog. Anyway, Russian spies as well. New Zealand's got spies in
No,
Russia.
Yeah,
New Zealand's quite in Russia.
And-
He's Russian apparently, and
Yeah.
he's been. Sorry, this is all alleged. Nothing's happened. Don't worry about it. But a Russian guy contacted by NZSIS allegedly.
Yeah.
So,
what do you reckon it's legit?
nah. I think he just went on too many websites he shouldn't have gone on.
Or
About freedom.
it could have just been someone who supplied information, but it wasn't like a
Yeah.
full on.
He might not have known.
That's just my hot take, though. I
Who
don't
knows?
know anything. I should.
He may have just provided information. He might have applied for a job on LinkedIn and then not realized that he was a agent of the state.
Yeah.
This is the thing, and we've never been shy about this. Everyone's spying on everyone. We know this. People who comment on our post and say,
Who's spying?
On me.
"What about the FBI office in Wellington?" Yes, we know about the FBI. In fact, they had articles about it. You know what they didn't have articles about? The secret police stations from China until much later.
Yeah.
Oh,
So good on New Zealand for getting. We got
So funny.
we got one back, boys.
Do you remember that story from Christmas last year where it just like came out and then no one talked about it, about the police liaison?
liaison?
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, she's been giving information to the Chinese Communist
For like
Party's
40 years.
embassy. But
Yeah, she's been in a role for 40
it
years.
came out right before Christmas and everyone went on holiday and then that's it. That's the
You know
end
what it
of
was? It's because she looked innocent.
She's like a lovely
sweet old
Chinese
Asian lady with
who
like
makes
a
yummy food.
short haircut, and she's like, "I'm just a cultural liaison." Of course, when I hear things about Chinese citizens, I ring it back to Beijing. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
Thought that was part of the job.
We go out for dumplings, then we have a secret briefing.
who am I supposed to liaise with if not the CCP?
Yes, I am
You called
cultural.
me the cultural liaison.
Yeah,
My job description was not
there's
clear.
only one party in China. I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on,
I was
guys.
where's the other parties?
I was just letting them know. Hey, can you let the family of this person know that we're watching?
We're
you?
all one big
You know
family.
what I'm really enjoying, kind of secretly and not so secretly now, is just the fact that a year ago even we were talking to people about this issue, and they're like, "Oh yeah, okay, guys, whatever,
And now-
conspiracy." And now people are like, "Oh, did you see that headline?" And they're telling me that as if it's news to me. I'm like, "Yeah, remember I told you like last year, the year before." Anyway,
Here we
This is
go.
what it's yeah. When you're early to something, and you wish everyone would care about it. Now everyone cares about it. We're like, we know.
I know,
yeah,
but I don't.
and you've just
We
got to
were
like
first.
you've just got to let their skeptical looks in their comments like slide off you, and just go, "No, we know what's going on. We've seen information."
Yeah,
People
yeah.
just people don't have that wavelength, that broad enough wavelength for all of this stuff that's coming up.
crazy.
There's so many issues out there, but this is one that is going to really shape the next few decades.
That's right.
I think we've played an important role of getting this out there. We've just crossed over 110 media mentions, have we not?
Yes. Yeah. Way more. Yeah.
And way more than that. See, they're way more. And a bunch of those are on the foreign interference issue. And we mentioned it right at the top of the show, but we'll say it again now because this isn't contextual. FIT bill, Foreign Influence Transparency Bill, should be adopted as a members bill and placed in the tin either today or early next week. Because the member looking to put it in TVDM wants it in by Wednesday. Now, bills can sit in there for any amount of time. Speaking to Tim van der Molen, he's confident that he can put it in his members bill and then later push for it to become a government bill, which would be
Big.
pretty amazing.
Yeah. Be big.
We know personally, because we've talked to multiple parties, that there is cross-party support for this.
Not even in the coalition, like cross-party as in.
But we,
across
don't wanna,
Parliament.
we don't want to help build the grand coalition,
Yeah.
but they are keen.
But
as
then
well.
you'd win your bet
That's right.
What
and
was my
Erica
bet?
could be
McDonald's.
about a grand coalition.
Yeah, McDonald's.
Yeah.
Honestly, the Grand Coalition chat keeps coming. Anyway, so our Foreign Influence Transparency Bill is with Tim van der Molen, should be in, if not today, early next week. It was going through the final stage of scrutiny. Party leadership had signed off on it. They were just crossing all the T's and dotting all the I's. But Tim had said that it was an extremely easy process to get it through because it was so well written, it was so well presented,
Really?
it was so strong. So shout out to you guys for
Good man. Good man.
doing the legwork on that, and then for making the appropriate amendments that were requested. We're about to have a piece of law in the members' biscuit tin, which is pretty cool.
Crazy.
Who would have thought? 3 guys, as someone said.
3 guys and a dog.
3 guys, 1 bill legislation.
Bro, I'm gonna have to cancel you.
Why?
Why are you always saying stupid?
I hate.
No, anyway. Sorry, I'm getting carried away with the button.
I love it.
So it's good. So that's where we are in terms of China. That's where we are in terms of our fit bill. That's where we are in terms of Russian spies.
Yep. Smoking them out.
Smoking them out.
Smoking them out.
There we go.
And we've done really well. Last week, I remember saying we don't want to talk about the polls this week, and we haven't.
Haven't.
And so I think this is really good.
Yeah.
So
Because who cares about the polls? The poll of polls?
the only poll that counts is
The,
the election day poll.
It's the election day poll, exactly.
That's it.
That's it.
And we just need to move away from tribal politics, eh, guys?
Tribal politics. It's just tribal. But by the way, I hate Winston Peters.
Hey, we don't really
was-
like your policies, you tribalists. How dare you?
But we'll work with you. Also, we hate your leader.
I'm the kingmaker. No. Come on for an episode, please, Kule. We love you. Anyway, so guys, tomorrow we actually have another episode coming.
What? No way.
Yeah. It's going to be great with some candidates from New Zealand First. Dr. David Wilson and Mr.
Current
Billy Brown.
MP. Yeah.
Current MP,
Yeah.
Billy Brown, list hopeful. We've had Billy on before. His clips were very
He
controversial.
is list now, isn't he?
Is he list?
I thought you said he's been confirmed.
No, he's been accepted as a candidate. He's just trying to go up the list.
Oh,
a
he's
list-
submitted.
He's on the list and he's hopeful. He's not a list hopeful. He's on the
But,
list.
he's an electorate candidate, though.
Oh, is he?
Oh, that's what I thought.
For
Okay.
Tauranga?
No, for
Rotorua?
Rotorua.
We're going to learn all of these things tomorrow. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Don't
That's
worry
what I
about it.
thought. That's what I thought I saw.
Yeah.
confirmed.
Big
Maybe,
boy.
maybe it could be.
Oh,
We're going to learn it all tomorrow.
I might be wrong.
We're going to learn it all tomorrow from him. If you haven't seen, though, I uploaded a video to our YouTube channel this week called My Chat with Sticks. It was my conversation with a transgender student. It's about 40,
Close to 50.
close to 50 minutes, unedited. So you may have seen some of the clips, but go check out the full conversation. It's very interesting. Sticks tells me all about archaeology and anthropology because that's what they're studying.
It's had a few views right now, eh?
Is that what they're
I
studying?
think so. That's what they're studying. But apparently you can't tell whether a skeleton is male or female based on the bones structure or DNA content. It has to be anthropological evidence
Is that
that's
right?
in the grave site. So things like dresses that are found with these these skeletons. These are things I'm learning for the first time. So
Because we know in biology that a dress is actually an exoskeleton. It's part of the body.
yeah. Also, so the other thing that
It indicates the sex of the organism.
the other thing I asked was how come in all the history of archaeology and anthropology only up right now in 2026 we see 3-gendered or no-gendered or two-spirited people
Yeah.
in these dig sites. And the answer given was, back in 1930s, they were overlaying a 1930 worldview over their findings, and it was skewing their findings. My question was, why isn't that happening in 2026? And it's because in 2026 we can't do that. It's impossible. So that got put to bed really quickly. So thanks to Sticks for explaining that. But more than anything, there's been a bit of joking and sarcasm and here and there. I hope one thing people walk away from is from the episode or the interview with is a respect for Sticks in a sense, because
Yeah,
they
mad
stood
respect, bro.
they spoke to me. I challenged their reality and their identity. I even
person.
said I would not use your pronouns. How does it make you feel? They said, not bothered. Do what you want to do. I'll do what I want to do. Be who you want to be. I'll be who I want to be. I definitely I tried to be kind and I tried to be patient and listen. I didn't want to be sad, but so go have a listen. It's good conversation. Good conversation.
25,000 views on Instagram
On one of the clips there.
on one of the clips.
Yeah.
It's great. It's a great watch.
Good.
Well, we're up at like nearly 200,000 visits to our Instagram alone this
That's
week.
just this month. Yeah.
So,
There's millions of views across the content since establishment. But
and we're about technically, so Pillar has 2 birthdays. I registered Pillar on the 15th of August, or the 18th, the 15th or 18th,
2025.
2025, and we launched Pillar publicly on September 11.
oh, is that right?
Yeah.
You didn't
You
choose that
picked your
day,
day, didn't you?
I was like, my 2 favorite holidays, smash them together, Pillar Day.
Well, but hold on. If we've been around that long, why didn't we do something about COVID?
Oh my gosh. Dang
How did we
it!
overlook that?
Ah. He didn't swear. He didn't swear.
Don't you tell me what Nah, so it's good.
I hate.
Sorry, you gotta warn me. You gotta warn me.
I'm just kidding.
Anyway,
Comedic timing. We got to work on that.
yeah. That's good. We've been busy. We're getting ready for our 1 year anniversary. Got a lot of good content out at the moment. Not only is our fit bill looking like it'll be in the members' biscuit tin this time next week, our digital board is also progressing really, really well.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to Dr. David Wilson about that tomorrow because he has a particular interest in it. And I just want to shout out everybody who listens, who donates, who engages,
Who hates even?
all the haters. Shout out to you. I mean, we don't get that much hate, to be honest.
We love you, haters.
Keep commenting.
Don't
Post
be a
the
hater.
posts.
Yeah. I need to stop responding to people with gifts, but it's just so funny.
That's so funny.
It's so funny. Gifts are my love language.
It's funny. There's sometimes people ask questions and it reads like really aggressive, but then you reply with like a real cordial response, and then they reply like, "Oh, thanks so much. Yeah, I was just wondering."
I've only done that once so far.
There was one I
That
saw.
one,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, "Okay, this could have gone one of
Someone
two ways."
No,
And
someone goes, how do you even write 2 pieces of legislation? And I go, well, we identify an issue, then we come up with a legislative response, we draft it, we get it checked by experts, and we hand it over to the government to refine.
cool.
I said, cool, thanks. Was just really curious.
Didn't read like it.
Anyway, Nick, any final thoughts, feelings, concerns, deepest, darkest fears?
No, I'm looking forward to speaking at a meeting for Chinese Kiwis in East Auckland.
Let's go.
Coming up soon in the next week or so. And we're really hoping to raise awareness around the Fit Bill
Yeah.
and getting that public support so that it's obviously going to Parliament in some form, we believe,
Yeah.
we hope, in the next few days. And if we can start getting that public chorus, that backing, then that would make a huge difference. And that's all I have to say about that.
So good.
Deep.
My final thoughts, I've kind of already said. Thanks to everyone who listens and supports. Looking forward to another year of winning. All we do is win.
Well, DJ Khaled.
DJ.
All we do.
All I
Khaled.
do is win.
Over to you, sir.
My closing line. Everything is beep beep. I was reading a piece last night on soft despotism.
Oh,
It was very,
What's that?
very powerful. Who was it by?
no, what is it? Stop,
What is
stop
it? So he
despotism.
talks about like, straight up despotism, tyranny, where it's you have these like dictators and kings of the past who basically impose their power over you through the use of force. And he was talking about how democracies are prone to more softer forms of it because you have a government that is nice and benign and cares for you and is elected by you, and increasingly over time regulates different spaces of your life, and different spheres of your life are regulated, and more it subdues different areas and takes responsibility away from you. And then before you know it, they're doing everything and you're entirely dependent on them. And you don't even know it because they're the good guys who want to care for you. But you've lost all your humanity. Your responsibility has been sucked out of your life. And so the answer to that is to be more responsible, to bear more responsibility over your life. Because if we don't, then the government will, and they're more than happy to.
Exercise your agency.
That's it. Because you become this like nullified, dull individual that doesn't exist essentially, because the government does everything for you. So don't let that happen. Bear some responsibility. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for watching. Stay in touch. Stay in tune. We'll see you soon.
So good.
There we
What
go.
a way to finish.
Wow.
It's polished at the end, mate.
Thank you.
If he's
40
saving that for the start,
episodes.
he wanted to open with that, and then we didn't let him. So
Really?
Slick whistle.
you would know.
I hate